I'm sick, my children are sick, I'm taking care of sick family members, I'm not doing enough, and I'm going to fail my children's education. Let's talk about it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Sydney and I am a full-time working homeschool mom. I have 2 children. I have a 6-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son, and I am so happy that you are here. As the title explained, today we are going to be talking about sickness in our homeschooling. This is such a point that so many of us can relate to. We have dealt with it during homeschooling, and I wanted to talk about it today because I dealt with it very recently, and it can be something that really makes us feel discouraged as homeschooling moms, and we are already so hard on ourselves as moms. I am so hard on myself, you guys. I don't want social media to fool you at all because I'm hard on myself. I often feel I'm not doing enough. I'm worried about my children. That, I think, is just being a really loving, caring mom. Like us moms who are always worried about things like that, we just love our children so much. We want the best for them. We are always trying to give them our best, and sometimes life gets in the way, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I want this video to be encouraging to you and to let you know that you are enough, you are doing a great job, you are the exact right person to be educating your child, you are their mama, and you got this. So these last 2 weeks, first, my daughter got super sick. So I don't know where the sickness came from. You know, we're around people all the time, even though, you know, homeschoolers, we're not socialized, but we're around people all the time. So I don't know if she got sick, maybe at a park, we went to the pool, I don't know, but she got sick. And then a few days later, my baby got sick. And you know how it is when a baby gets sick. They are so whiny, they're so clingy. You know, of course, just how a baby is supposed to be with their mama. And in a way, I love it and I cherish it, and I love the extra snuggles and the bonding time. But it's hard for me, you guys. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I am the type of person who I have like a checklist throughout the day. I generally get up early in the morning, I work out, then we do our homeschool lessons, we clean up throughout the whole day. Like we have like little spots of time where we're always cleaning up. We usually have some kind of activity we're doing, going to the park or meeting with friends. We usually make dinner and then we tidy up again, bedtime routines, and I'm working all throughout the day. So my days are very full, they're very busy, and I feel like I am the perfect person to help encourage you with this topic because I am the type of person who wants a list, and I'm very busy. I'm a full-time working homeschool mom. I don't know if it gets any busier than that. Sometimes I think to myself, am I absolutely crazy? How am I working and homeschooling and doing all of this? But somehow the Lord provides and He gets me through each day, and I feel like I am just so beyond blessed to be able to be home with my kids and homeschooling them. I work from home most of the time, so I am with them most days, and I just feel so fortunate, so beyond blessed. And I feel like homeschooling is an absolute privilege and it's a sacrifice. You know, you'll hear people talk about that all the time, and I truly feel like it's both. I feel totally privileged to be homeschooling. But back to the story. My daughter got sick, baby got sick, and then of course a few days later, me and my husband both got it on the same day. So I am just now starting to recover. I still have like the congestion, I still have a cough, those sorts of things. It's been almost 2 weeks and I haven't worked out in almost 2 weeks. And we haven't done as much homeschooling as we normally do. And guess what? It's okay. It's okay. I want to be here to tell you it is okay. You might not get to everything you need to do on your checklist because life gets in the way. Specifically today, I'm talking about sickness and homeschooling, but there's so many other categories to this, and I want to make just videos on all of it, but specifically with sickness. So let's talk about that. When our children are sick, obviously they don't want to do their homeschool lessons. And We as homeschool parents, we chose homeschooling. A lot of us, I'm mostly talking about myself here, but I know a lot of you can relate, but we chose homeschooling for flexibility, for freedom. And when our children are sick, are you going to send them to school? Probably not. And it's kind of the same with homeschooling. When they're sick, let them have a break, let them rest their bodies. That is why we chose to homeschool, so that they can have that freedom. I want you guys to think about something here as I was thinking about it over these past couple weeks. Say your child was in school and they were sick, so you kept them home for 2 weeks. Do you think they're gonna be behind when they get back? Probably. Their teacher might send them home with a couple worksheets to work on, and they probably won't do it. I was that type of child. My teacher would send me home with stuff, we'd travel, and I wouldn't really do it, and I fell behind. That is the difference between sending your child to school and homeschooling. Us as homeschool moms get so worried if I don't stick to my schedule and if I don't homeschool 5 days a week, my children are going to fall behind. Well, how? How are they going to fall behind if you take a couple weeks off? You're a homeschool parent. So when you and your children feel better, you get back into your lessons. You pick up exactly where you left off. Do you think in the school system they're going to pick up exactly where your child left off the day that they didn't show up for school because they were sick? No. They're going to keep pressing forward, and your child will be left behind. I know from personal experience because it happened to me in the school system. We chose homeschooling so that we can let life be life. I am always trying to show here on my channel that homeschooling and life are like this. It's interwoven. There's no separation. There's not parent and teacher, life and homeschool. It's just all in one. We're living our life, we're homeschooling, we're parenting, and we love our children so, so much. And they're not gonna fall behind from taking a couple weeks off to take care of yourself, take care of your children. If you have sick family members that you are taking care of, just know it's okay to take time off from your homeschool lessons. Look, I think and believe that it is so important and so crucial for our children to see us taking care of others and to see us taking care of ourselves. I don't want my children to see me so sick, coughing all over the place, blowing my nose all over, so sick and pushing through homeschool lessons, and they're like, Mom, why don't you rest? I don't want my children to see that. I don't want to see, their grandma really sick and I have to go take care of her, and maybe I'm trying to squeeze in our homeschool lessons. Also, it's okay if you want to try to squeeze it in. I mean, obviously you do you, but I am just trying to state here that we need to give ourselves grace as homeschool moms. We are so, so hard on ourselves, and rightfully so, right? We have chosen to take our child's education into our own hands, and we don't take it lightly. I take this as a huge responsibility. I don't take it lightly at all, and it's important to give ourselves grace and to know that our children are gonna be okay. I wanted to share something also. If you do deal with a lot of sickness in your life, if your children have certain, autoimmune disorders, or you have sick family members in your life, or you have certain illnesses yourself, sometimes homeschooling year-round is a really good solution for that. I homeschool year-round, and it's not because of any illnesses or anything like that. I do it more so because I'm a full-time working mom, and I want my children learning year-round. I want learning and life to feel like they're one and not really have that separation. But if you do deal with illnesses in your life, homeschooling year-round might be a really great solution for you, because it won't put you in this box of okay, we have to start homeschooling in September and be done in May, and then have our summers off. And that might feel really, really stressful and really confining, and might put way too much pressure on you. So just something to think about and to keep in mind. But I do think it's so, so good for our children to see us taking care of them and ourselves and others. It teaches them empathy, it teaches them compassion, and it teaches them understanding, flexibility. It teaches them that sometimes life gets in the way. This is real life. Homeschooling is real life. We deal with things. We deal with things as moms, as parents, And you have to know that it's okay to be flexible and to pivot. Like, if we weren't teaching our children that it was okay to pivot in our homeschooling, what are we teaching them? Life isn't perfect every day. Things don't go as planned every single day. And this is so beautiful that our children get to see this firsthand. You know, I get hard on myself sometimes too because I work, but I think it's really, really good for my children to see how I balance all of that and how I juggle everything, because this is real life. And if they want to homeschool their kids one day, which I hope they will, I hope this is just such a wonderful experience for them, that they have learned from me, like, gosh, I saw mom balance and juggle all of this, and she showed me how to do this. That is beautiful. That is life. Homeschooling is life-giving. You can also take this time to let your children explore their individual interests and their hobbies. Say that you are sick and having to recover, or you're taking care of a family member. Let this be a time of like self-led interest learning. It doesn't have to be, you know, our main course subjects all the time and all of the beauty subjects. Let them just have that little bit of freedom and flexibility to explore their interests and their hobbies. That's another reason for homeschooling, is to allow time for those things and to give our children time and the space to discover themselves and what they love. And this is the perfect time for that. And finally, if you are dealing with sickness for a long period of time, let's say, you know, a month or longer even, then I think it's okay to try to fit in small little brackets of time, if you so desire, for your homeschooling, even 5 minutes a day. I know that sounds like nothing, but 5 minutes a day, especially if your children are little like mine, teaches them so much. If you did 5 minutes of a reading lesson a day, your children will be thriving. I promise you. Don't be so hard on yourself. Know it's okay to take time off and to let yourself heal, let your children heal, and to take care of your loved ones. I really, really hope that this video has encouraged you and it has given you the permission to rest when you need to rest and to heal when you need to heal, and to take care of you, your children, and your loved ones when we're sick. It's okay. It's okay to take time off of your homeschool lessons and to know that your children will be thriving still. They're going to be learning so much through these time periods of dealing with real life issues. And always remember to give yourself so much grace. You are your child's best teacher. You love them more than anyone else could possibly love them, and you have to believe that. I truly, truly feel like you have to believe that to stick in this homeschooling game. You have to know that no one can do this better than you, because no one will love your child the way that you do, and no one wants to see them succeed as much as you do. I make this content so that you do not feel alone on your homeschooling journey. I know that this journey can feel so lonely sometimes, and I want you to know that I am here for you, and I have been there, and you are not alone. Please leave any questions and comments below. Like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. It really helps me know what you guys like seeing, if you want to see more of my content, and let me know that it helped you. I appreciate you being here so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.